What's going on, guys? So today I thought it would be pretty cool if we looked into Black Ops 5 again. And this isn't anything true. I'm not going to be saying anything that's news or anything like that. This is just something that I've been thinking about personally. Just, something to get you guys thinking about the next title. Because honestly, when I sat down and thought about it, I was thinking to myself, it didn't really make much sense at first, but now it kind of does. Now, Black Ops 5, as you guys know, even if it is going to be Black Ops 5 or if it's not going to be Black Ops 5, we don't know what COD 2020 is going to be. But whatever it is, we know it's turning out pretty rough right now. Treyarch had to come in and finish a game that's made for Sledgehammer. On top of that, the director of Zombies, left the team of Treyarch. It's a lot of things that are going on that show some pretty rough signs that this title might not turn out good if it does release in the year 2020. But then I went and thought, Modern Warfare went ahead and said that they have survival mode, and they give it to PlayStation, and then they say that Xbox and PC aren't going to get it until a year later. And at first I'm thinking to myself, this is really weird. It's like, they know that Call of Duty is released every single year. So who's going to be returning for survival from a year from now? So at first I thought it was just a really scummy business move. They're just basically giving PlayStation or Sony exclusive access to the survival game mode. That's what I thought at first. But then it kind of made a little sense to me. I'm not going to lie, when I thought about it a little bit, that might not be the case, and they might not be scummy at all. Modern Warfare might be here for 2 whole years. And I know if this is true, I know there's going to be so many people who are going to be so furious and enraged. Because, as you guys know, the developers of this video game do not listen to us. They don't listen to a thing that we say. Whether it's the footsteps, the mini-map, dead silence as a perk, it doesn't matter what we complain about, what we want fixed. They don't want to hear it. This is, I repeat, not a video game that I would personally want to play for another year. Now, if they did add the red dots back on the mini-map and maybe gave me my dead silence as a perk, or at least lower the footsteps, even if they don't give dead silence back as a perk, if they lowered the footsteps, then I'll be okay with, not having dead silence as a perk. That as a field order would be pretty cool, as long as the footsteps are low. But the problem is that people can hear me from so far away that it's pointless to run. The majority of the time, I'm either walking, crouching, pre-aiming. I don't want to move in this game. I don't want to sprint around and actually have a run and gun experience. You kind of get penalized for that in this title. So I don't want to see this game take another year of Call of Duty from me. Now, I've been waiting a long time for something pretty decent. And every time a new Call of Duty game comes out, now I'm not going to lie, Modern Warfare is almost there. Like I said, the gunplay is so smooth, the movement's so good. I enjoy it. It's just they gave us, like I said, crap map designs. They took the red dots off the minimap, which is such an iconic thing from Call of Duty. I don't know why they did that. Took away one of my favorite perks, Dead Silence. I use that in literally every single Call of Duty game, basically. And, it's just never ending. It's never ending. Now, like I said, this isn't true. It might not be happening. But I just don't see why they would postpone survival for a full year, unless it was a good reason for it. And also with how they've been dishing us out content, it just doesn't seem right. When we saw the leaked maps, which a lot of them are already coming true into this game, we saw tons, and I mean tons of 6v6 maps. We haven't even put a dent into like a quarter of those maps that we've seen from the 6v6 side. And with how they're introducing content into this game, they only give us maps like 1 to 2 times every season. And we get like maybe 1 to 2 6v6 maps, maybe 3 6v6 maps every single season. And with that being said, by the time that Black Ops 5 comes out, or whatever comes out in Call of Duty 2020, they won't even be close to done with how many maps they have for this game, unless they decide to just let them all out and let them all loose at the end of the game for a massive content drop, which I can understand. That would be pretty awesome if they said, here's the biggest content drop you'll ever see, and they give us like 10 plus 6v6 maps and all this crazy stuff. That would be cool. But I don't think that's the path that these people are going to be taking. I'm starting to think that all these maps mean that they're prepping for 2 years of this game being alive. Which, oh man, it's I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to worry me because all these things are starting to come to me, and it's making me think that this game is gonna last a second year. I don't know. I don't know if I want that because I want a Call of Duty Black Ops 5. You know, that's the game I would really like to see. But here we are with seeing that survival is postponed for a full year for other, systems, PC or Xbox. And then they have tons of maps that they've talked about, but we have barely gotten any of them. I think this game might be lasting 2 years. Now, I want to be honest to you. I think they could actually do it. I think they could pull that off, especially with how they have all the content planned out. It just makes sense. I mean, they give you free weapons that you can earn. You don't have to purchase the battle pass for them. They just give you the weapons. You just have to put playtime into the game. They give you free maps to play on, tons of attachments, new skins. And then with those free things, then they have a packed store that you can browse through and purchase stuff, which they have open at all times, and they're constantly adding stuff into there, which a lot more people with this title are going to be, willing to cough up money for these things because all the problems that we're having in Black Ops 4 are resolved with the microtransactions. No loot boxes, no paid-to-win weapons. It's all cosmetics that you're pretty much paying for in the game now. And with that being said, a lot more people are willing to cough up money in the store. So, with their store being there, with the free DLC weapons and free maps being there, and also with, seasonal battle passes that they continuously release, which is like $10 to get in, so it's pretty cheap, and a lot of people could do that easily, like the Fortnite crowd does all the time, the Apex Legends crowd does all the time. They purchase the battle passes for those games. I mean, even though Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a $60 title compared to other games like Fortnite and Apex, which are free to play, with this new Battle Royale feature that's coming into Modern Warfare, they actually mentioned that with your first game, I think it gives you a free tier skip or something like that. And I would not be surprised at all if they incorporated a Battle Pass into the Battle Royale game mode, specifically designed and catered to the BR, separate from the multiplayer Battle Pass. I could see them doing that, especially with them hinting that this Battle Royale is going to be free to play, so anybody can download it. That would really make sense if they put a Battle Pass in there because, it's a free-to-play game. They get it for free, and they'll be like, oh, just for $10 I can get all this content? Bet. I got it for free. Might as well just put $10 in and get all this content. A lot of the things that I see in this title are pointing towards a 2-year cycle. I can see it happen. But at the end of the day, will it survive? Will it last 2 years? And that's just a big no-no. With a lot of these maps that are in this game already, they're rough. And by the end of the cycle, like by the time that COD 2020 is supposed to be released, there will definitely be enough maps in this game for me personally to be satisfied with 6v6. I'm already getting to that point. I'm starting to feel a little satisfied. Just a few more, and I think 6v6 will be perfect. But then comes all the game-breaking issues. Skill-based matchmaking being very thick in 6v6 compared to other game modes like Ground War. Dead Silence not being a perk, my favorite perk in the game, just being removed. Can't believe they did that, man. And then the footsteps being way too loud in the title. No red dots on the minimap, and you have to look at your compass just to find red dots. I mean, a lot of these issues are game-breaking for a lot of Call of Duty players. And if they want a lot of people to stick around for the full 2 years, no matter how much content you put in this game, it won't bring people to play your title. I'm sorry. And that would be very bad. If Call of Duty 2020 doesn't drop and they expect Call of Duty Modern Warfare to last them 2 years in total, they're going to have to release a remastered game. They're definitely going to have to release one. It's no way around it. And if they release another remastered game, that means it will probably be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 because it would more than likely be on Infinity Ward's hands to have to release a remastered because Treyarch is too busy working on Black Ops 5. And even though I think other development studios are working on these games, like Raven worked on Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered, but now they're working on the Battle Royale for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So it's going to be rough. They can't make a game for Treyarch right now. They're making one for Infinity Ward. So, if anything, we'll probably see a Modern Warfare 2 remastered. And also, the rumors leaked that they already have Modern Warfare 2 remastered made. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's the pieces of the puzzle are slowly coming together. But my opinion at the end of the day is, if this is a 2-year cycle, I wouldn't be mad. I would actually be happy. One, because I've been preaching about this in some of my other videos as well. I think the developers need some more time to develop these video games. And Treyarch is coming in on COD 2020 a little late here, so they probably need some more time to, get into the rotation of what Sledgehammer was trying to make their game about. But some things have to be changed in Call of Duty Modern Warfare if they really want my attention for 2 whole years. Like I said, Dead Silence, my favorite perk, that should come back. And even if they don't bring it back, at least lower the footsteps. I could deal with that. If they just lower the footsteps, I wouldn't have to worry about it. Like in Black Ops 2, sometimes I don't even run Dead Silence in Black Ops 2, or in Call of Duty World at War, I don't run it in that game. I run it in a lot of other games, but there are some specific games that I don't, so it's not needed in every Call of Duty game. But holy crap, man. The way you have the footsteps in this game, it's like Call of Duty Ghost, but Call of Duty Ghost was more tolerable because I could at least enjoy the maps. And this, on some of these maps, is just really rough. Another reason why I go and play Ground War a lot, because there's so much noise and so much action that, it's harder to sound whore people if there's so many explosions going on, which makes it a little bit more fun for me to run and gun. But in 6v6, it's at certain points, like my boy Stereo Rifle says all the time, certain points where it's like 30 seconds, even a whole minute, where nobody will shoot a single shot. It's just dead silence. And in situations like that, who's going to want to run? Who's going to want to move around and try to find an opponent when it's dead quiet? Anybody could hear anything. That's all people are doing. If you run, everybody else in the lobby is just sitting and waiting for the first person to run so they can hear them. So you're dead if you try to run in this game. So they have to fix some of these things. And the minimap with the red dot, it's a lot of things that need to be adjusted if they want this to be on a 2-year cycle. But like I said in the beginning of this video, I don't know if this is any facts or anything like that. This is just something I was thinking about with my spare time, and I just thought it would be funny because, let's be honest, some of these things, it makes it seem like this game is going to be going on for more than 1 year. There's so many more maps, Survival being released to PC and Xbox a year later. It's just so many things that link to this game being out for 2 years. But I think in the press call or whatever it was for Activision, what did they say? I think they did say... No, they didn't. They actually did not say who was developing Call of Duty 2020. Interesting. Well, let's just find out. Let's see how Call of Duty 2020 goes. But you guys know my opinion. Make sure you leave yours down below in the comments section. I love reading them all. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like. If you hate it, you can always dislike it. If you're brand new and you enjoyed what you heard, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, if you just want to chat with me or see what I'm talking about with video games, you can follow me over on Twitter, @JbowenDaMan. And also, if you just want to catch me live streaming, I do that over on Twitch, @JbowenDaMan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.